should set it over here. No, where is that? Yeah. Your love will come my way. And finally the time it's time for us to meet. Oh my Lord. I know you motherfucking lie. Ain't no way. Oh my God, what is this? Oh. Uh-uh. It's somebody sound that we made. Hey, Pink Panther, what's going on? Honey. I'm just sitting here thinking about busting me a move, child. Think about busting me a move. Nah, but for real. Honey. I don't know what's really going on, girl. Let me tell you. So yesterday, well, it was late last night, I called myself being grown, and I went live over on TikTok. It was pretty late. I'm gonna have to I was trying to download it. For some reason it was moving kind of slow, but I'm gonna try again. Honey, when I tell you I ended up on screen with somebody that was trying to he thought I was Stella. I guess he thought I was trying to get my groove back or something. But that wasn't even the case. That wasn't the case. I was just up there playing with the app, doing different little stuff. I was trying to do my little background. I was trying to, like maneuver it. Because, sometimes you can have like, say if you don't want 8 boxes because you don't really want that many people up there with you. So I'm in there just messing around with the settings or whatever. And somebody ended up sending me a request. Girl, I took the damn request. You seen it, girl. I was on live with that person for a while. I was on live with them for a while. Needless to say, he thought I was Stella trying to get my groove back or something. And I was like, look, I done had to block his ass. Girl, you know what I did? I even went and told him to send me some money. That way he'll go ahead and leave me alone. I'm thinking it will work. Oh, that's a freckle. I was like, why am I out like that? Anyway, girl, he still ended up inboxing me. He was laying back in the bed. Yeah, you seen the video clip. Girl, we was up there live and he was cutting a food. Like, I had to like try to understand what he was saying. I'm gonna have to upload the live when I tell you. And then you know what? Like, for real, when he first came on the live, I'm not gonna lie, I was laying down, I had my phone in my hand, and then I was like, let me get up, because I don't want nobody coming over here thinking it's that type of time, because it is kind of late. perusing through the streets. Girl, I ain't got enough light. Girl, my eyes looking bagalicious. Let me sit this here because it might end up turning off. Child, it was so funny because he was like, I'm 25. I was like, you what? I was like, what you want? He's talking about we can't be friends. What we gonna talk about? He's talking about we gonna talk about life. Life? I was like, look, baby, I'm more like a auntie right now in your life. I said, because I got kids your age. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. This man gonna have the nerve to ask me if I'm single, what do I do? Because women has needs. I said, excuse me? He said, what do you do? Because you single. I was like, you know they got a store, right? I said, they got all kinds of stuff in trinkets at the store. Yeah, he on the. And I had asked him, I was like, you 25. I said, how old is your mama? This nigga said 70. I said, so your mama had you when she was 45. He was like, no. I said, this nigga can't. In my head, I'm like, he can't motherfucking add or subtract. Girl, when I said, fuck it, I'm outside. Let me go and sit on this live. And carry on. Yeah. And I was like, maybe, because it is a little bit of a language barrier. But I was like, baby, they don't need to hold on to me because, for one, I'm not looking for a project. I got my own kids. You got a mama. What you want with me? Oh, we can't be friends. I was like, no, don't inbox me. He thought I was joking. Girl, why wouldn't this nigga? It wasn't even 5 minutes after I hit the end button. Girl, that ninja was in my inbox. Talking about hi dear. I said, then he gonna have the nerve to say hi dear, like them people that, the people that really get it in be scamming. Yes, hi dear. Who the fuck is your dear? And then it was something he had asked me, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. If I said, no, you didn't offend me. I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, let him down easy and whatever, because I really ain't want to hurt his ego because, it's different cultures or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? I understand a little machismo thing about it and all that. Damn, excuse me. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't. Girl, he up there looking like Alvo, looking like Shamako X, eyes yellow, looking like he got jaundice at 25. Girl, what I'm gonna do with that? Like, I was like, and I said to him, I was like, I'm not a cougar. I said, I am an older woman. I said, but I was like, I'm thinking like, okay, his mama's 70. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they got to really getting it in like that. You know what I'm saying? She was saying babies at 45. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they used to, you know what I'm saying, dating older women. I don't know. But I was like, no, this ain't what that is. I have not hit that plateau in my life that I am desperate. Baby. But I can go find me a good book to read. I can go take me a walk, take me a little drive, do something. I can do something to occupy my time, like my mind, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. Girl, that shit was so damn funny. Lord have mercy. I was so mad I couldn't upload it. I'm going to upload it, though. I'm gonna try again. I said, this dude here, he ain't had no, like, and he was like, so I was trying to ask him what he do for a living. And he was like, I do hair. So I was like, you braid hair? He's talking about some, yeah. Girl, I went up going up on his page. He a barber. So I know half the shit I said to him, he didn't even know what I was talking about. My silly ass, before I blocked him, I went on his page. I think I took some screenshots, or did I? Now I'm not gonna lie. He did really well with like the male shape ups, right? It was really, really nice. I don't got it on this phone. But he did the women dirty. When I meet, girl, you know what? I think I'm gonna go and unblock him right quick so I can show you. Girl, the way he cut them women hair, edge it up. Girl, he had so much Beijing on the women head. Let me go to the thing. That's just hard. I don't know if it's like a style over there. Hold on, I gotta unblock him first to see it. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna show you one of the women haircuts that he did. First, I'm gonna show you him. We gonna start there with the bullshit. He's 25. He looking like he want to trick Daddy Churn. Hold on. Wait a minute. So, I ain't gonna hold you. The men's hair look good. This a guy hair he cut. He look nice. Let's get into the women. I was like, I don't think he like women. Low key, I think he got a problem with them. Because why would he do her like this? What is this shit? Why would he do her fucking hair like that? That is Beijing. What? Why the fuck she got a sideburn hanging pat? She got Elvis sideburns. Why he do her like? Is she a pretty girl? Why he do that? Hold on, I'm gonna show you another lady haircut. What? And the men, their haircuts look nice. The women hair only look like that. Hold on. I was like, so the women can't. Yes, they can't look fresh as us. She can't get her hair cut right. Hold on. I was like, he a hater. Wait a minute. Is this another lady? Oh, this another lady. Hold on, girl. This the first one I had seen. I gotta get it in there real good. Look at this shit. Why the fuck would he do her like that? What? And this is a lady. This ain't a little kid. This is a grown lady. Why he do her like that? And he taking close-up pictures. Proud of this. Girl. I need to go find me something to do. Because apparently I just be doing shit that I ain't got no business doing. Oh, hold up. Why? It's only women hair that look like this. Why they do? The men don't look like this. Hold on. What the men? I'm gonna get another man haircut so you can see what I'm talking about. He be hating. Look at this guy hair. His hair look good. His hair look good. And they got the woman looking like this, looking like Dracula. Why would he do her hair like that? Hold on, let me see if he got any other women up here. Talking about he do hair. Okay, he cut hers. Hers? Let me see if he put all that stuff on her head. Maybe them people requested because this lady hair don't look like that. Her hair don't look like that. Hers don't look that bad. Maybe the other ones let him experiment on their head. Her hair don't look like the other people. Those are men cuts. I know, but I'm just saying, like, even with that, it's like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, she got a fade. The other women had short hair too. Like they let me see if we doing her yet. He done did her fucking forehead like this too. Hold on. I gotta show you this. Why you doing this? Is shit is crazy. Why is this fucking cut like this in the front of her fucking forehead? What would they do? What? That ain't got nothing. I don't think it got nothing to do with a fade. And then like the hair be like right here for the women. And then he like color all this in. I'm done with that. Let me block him again. I gotta block him again. Oh shit. Hold on. I gotta go back and block it. But I was playing with her. But yeah, I don't know why they did it. I don't know why it's going on like that, but I'm gonna have to go up there in the daytime. Cause he will be back. Oh yeah, back. I blocked him again, Grace, and blocked. I told him I was like, don't message me. I'm gonna message you. And girl, he started trying to be real funny at the end. He was like blowing kisses. I was like, did you not hear what I said? I said I will block a few. He thought that shit was a joke, but I blocked his ass. It was so crazy. And I just need to stop taking my ass on line over there. Hey Shonda, what's up, girl? Girl, you missed it. You missed it, Shonda. I'm gonna have to upload the video. I was on TikTok over there talking to this man in Ghana last night, girl. Was he in Ghana? Yeah, he was in Ghana. Girl, he tried to get me, girl. He tried to Stella me. But I told him I ain't in Stella's place. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And then I was talking slow so he could understand. He was like, why you ain't got a man? Girl, it was too much. Yes, he was just doing too much. Trying to be my friend. Oh, he asked me what my name was. I told my name was Tasha and that I was from Florida. Cause first he was like, "Where are you?" I was like, "Where are you?" And he said, "I'm at I think he was in Ghana." Yeah, he said it was in Ghana. I was like, "I'm in Florida." Cause you know you can't play with them people. You can't get them no real names and stuff. Mm-mm. You can't play with them like that. I said, you probably one of them people. I told him, I said, you probably one of them people that be in my inbox asking me for my Cash App number and my phone number. I ain't got time to be playing with them scammers. But he do cut hair. He do cut hair. He was not lying about that. That shit was funny as hell, girl. He in there really acting like we was gonna be together. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Girl, he sure was trying to stay connected, and I was like, nope. He thought I was playing. I said, look, don't message me. I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna message you. We cannot be friends. I said, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I said, I keep telling you, I'm like an auntie. If your mama is 70, maybe that's why he ain't care. Cause he was like, you know what I'm saying? He probably, his mama old, his daddy old. He was like, age is just a number. No, it's not. Boy, you 25. Oh, we could be friends. I said, no, we can't. I message you. No. Girl, not even 5 minutes of getting off of that, girl. He was in the damn inbox talking about, hi, dear. Tasha from 40. Yeah. told her my name was Tasha. Girl, I had to think fast on my feet. Because I was just like, what he want? Like, I mean, he was cool. He wasn't. And then it started getting a little sideways. Excuse me. He's talking about some, if you are single, do you mind me asking? I said, well, go ahead and ask. Because at first I was like, oh yeah, he gonna say something. He's scared to ask. I said, go ahead and say it. He said, what do you do? Because women have needs. I said, baby, they got stores. They got toys. He said, oh, no, not toy. No, yes. You know, he's still talking. I said, look, baby, I'm 43. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. We on social media. We just talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just on TikTok. You damn sure ain't going nowhere on TikTok with me. Like, if he wanted to, like, make a bag together up there or something, that could have been fun. You know what I'm saying? If we was, like, you know what I'm saying? We was acting. Oh, we could have ran it up. But he was serious. I was like, Girl, so then I went ahead and told him, I was like, look, I got a cousin that ended up, when she was about to marry a guy in Ghana. And I was telling her, because she was like, at the time, I don't know if she was going through like a midlife crisis, but you know what? She never had children. And she honestly said at that point in her life, she wanted to be married. I was like, oh, okay, I understand. So she was probably like 49 or 50 or something like that at the time. And she started dating some guy or whatever. She was, you know what I'm saying, going out the country every now and then. She went to his homeland. They vacationed together. They, you know what I'm saying, to make it look real legitimate. So they met up somewhere close to wherever he was from, you know, in another little country close by. Vacation together, make it look, you know, make it look real and all that. Something happened. But one thing I noticed, and this is just me being observant, I ain't never sat there and just talked to nobody on the west side, because I got things, fuck that. I will make something happen or find something to do before I do all that. Anyway, that's one thing I noticed. And this is just my observation, because there's at least two people that I've been around that have been like actually willingly talking to people on WhatsApp. I'm like, what are you doing on WhatsApp? If you are not contacting like a vendor that you know about, they can like send you some products or something, I don't want to say, like, what are you doing? But anyway, that's some people business. I'm straight. That's plenty. Yeah, if I want to see, I was like, I said 2025. That's not a flex. You can go to the corner store. Boom, there go one. You can go. You know, like, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I notice anytime, and this is my observation of like how them people be when they on the phone, they on WhatsApp, they chit-chatting it up with their boo thing, you know what I'm saying? Because they working hard. They coming up with storylines. Girl, they getting that coin. They on their phone. So they will hurry up and get off the phone. Like, say when I was around my cousin, every time she would come to my house, she'll start talking like, oh yeah, I'm at my cousin's house. And he just be like, oh, okay, well, I'll call you back. Like, he hurry up and get off the phone. I used to be like, he ain't say, what up, cuz, or that. Okay. So then it was another family member of mine. I had tried to tell them from the jump. I was like, look, you can't be talking to them folks. You can't even look them in the eye. You can't engage. Girl, I hurried up and told that man I was broke. He was like, you ain't broke. I said, yes, I am. I said, matter of fact, give me some money. I need some money for my light bill. On the live. Because like, I'm going to go ahead and set the tone with you. I don't be playing when I'm in Africa. No, God, honey. Ain't got nothing for you. So the other family member, did the same thing. It was some dude. He was like, oh, he had this thick ass accent. Hey, baby. I was like, so one day I noticed, I was like, every time I come to their house, he hurry up and want to get out the phone when he find out that I'm in the room. I be like, what's up with that? Like every time they be talking to these men in another country, they, you know what I'm saying? They don't want nobody around. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be on the phone because, you know what I'm saying? They want to throw that game up there. So he had called. I ended up being over there one day. He had called. And so he was like, what's up, baby? And I picked the phone up. I was like, what's up, baby? I just mocked his ass for about a good minute. Child, he hung the phone up. I guess he thought it was the echo because I had his whole accent. Child, a scammer could never. They would not stand a chance with me. Girl, they be sick of my ass. Absolutely sick of my ass. Yeah, child. I'm going to upload the damn live, though. That shit was so funny, though. This motherfucker, he crazy. He around here looking like Alvo. He looking like Shamarco ex-boyfriend with them damn jaundiced eyes and shit. He laid out, looked stressed, pressed, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for no project. He was like, you doing what? I was like, no. I was like, you got $100,000? Like, I was saying crazy shit. Like, and I meant it though. Like, baby, I need a contract. Is talking to you gonna get me a contract or something? Girl. Anyway, it was so damn funny. Lord have mercy. I said I need to get my ass somewhere and sit down. I really do. I really do. Like, I need to stop my shit. I need to get it together. Girl, I might unblock him and go live again tonight. Do y'all be on TikTok? Oh yeah, Shonda said she ain't on TikTok. Girl, that shit was so motherfucking funny. I was like, shit, we can make some money together. We can go, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, it's like, I would have to teach him English. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Help with vocabulary and stuff. I don't got time for that. But when I tell you, I laughed about that shit all day today. I said, Lord have mercy. Girl, get your ass offline. You got things to do. You got other things you could be doing with your time. So I just want to talk about that crazy shit to him. What's new? What I missed? Oh, y'all know I had blocked Peach months ago, right? On TikTok. I don't know how the hell. I think somebody must have reposted a video, her video on my FYP. I had to keep scrolling. I was like, I ain't got time for this shit. Then boom, here come Ross. I said, hell no. I said, let me go ahead and listen. You know what I'm saying? What her mama had to say. I ain't gonna lie. I listened to it. And I was like, I said, oh shit. Like she was mad. Baby. That lady ready to fight. She ready to throw some hands. I think she done cooled down since then. I said, Lord, have mercy. That is so sad. But she do that lady like that, running her blood pressure up and stuff like that, girl. It was so sad. But yeah, let me get my ass on. I gotta find me something to do. Who is that? Oh, excuse me. I'm drinking this thing on sparkling water. Well, I'm still on TikTok. Not on TikTok. I did finally finish up an interesting documentary on Hulu regarding 20 years after Katrina. It's shameful how they were done. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, Shonda. That has been a heavy topic on TikTok as well, because lately a lot of people has been sharing their story. Because it was really traumatic for a lot of people. That was like what, 20? Yeah, it's been 20 years. So like people, like, even I'm talking about people, even if they was like 10 or middle school, high school, like they literally like going recalling that day or recalling around that time. And I was, and it's a lot of, it's a lot of people. Well, it's a lot of people that I have come across their pages. It's probably like one or two people that I actually follow that started telling their story. And I don't know, it depends on how overwhelmed I feel that day. But it was some very interesting stories. Like, ironically, I passed the dude's page and he was talking about how when the people got to a certain bridge or whatever, and he was just talking about how they was like literally drawing down on the people that were black. He said they ain't even do the white YT people that walked through, that was trying to do, but a lot of them people, they literally was drawing down on them and they had to turn right back around and stay where they were. Um, I know that was a good documentary, like for real, because even down to, and it's crazy because I want to say like 2 months ago, it was a video that surfaced and it was like the people talking about when they went to did they go like talk to Congress or somebody like that? I'm not sure what it was. Whatever it was, the people were going to a hearing. It was something like that. And it was certain people that was from the area that was speaking on behalf of the people. I don't know. I think some of them were residents or whatever the case may be. And they was in there like telling them people what happened. They was telling them the loud sound that they heard. Because I think one of the ladies was basically letting them know that it was basically intentionally done. I was like, and then in that same meeting, the people were mad and they was like trying to because a lot of times when you go on them type of meetings or whatever, it be on the record. Fantasy. Oh, I know that's long. Yes, child. I know that's interesting. But yeah, they was at the meeting because they got a clip of it on TikTok. They was at the meeting and they was talking. And again, when you at the I think it was like a congressional hearing or something like that. And it was a lot of, what I'm saying, I guess you would consider high power people in the room that they were testifying to. And say, like, if they say what they seen or what they heard a block away, they was like, but did you see it? I was like, man, them people started telling they ass. It was, I get where they came from, because like how were you going to tell these people if they were on that part of town where they heard what they heard a block or two to the east or west or whatever? I don't know the direction. I'm just saying. But they was just trying to make it seem like them people was lying. Mm-hmm. But I really feel like, in my opinion, it was so intentional and so strategic. They didn't even think it, I don't even think they thought this many people would have been able to tell the story that they've been able to tell. hmm They like literally the people that made it out of there. I remember when I moved to Georgia, and I want to say it was like 2000. Had to be like '08. It was at like late '08. Um, Around early '09, I got an apartment and I lived upstairs, and then they moved in these people downstairs, and I had no idea how many people had left and had, you know what I'm saying, had just moved to different areas, you know, outside of there. So basically it was a it was a mother, she was elderly, and her two daughters, they were probably like up in their 50s or whatever. And when I tell you, it was some interesting stuff. And that was the only people that I had ever experienced firsthand after something like that traumatic. So one of them had some type of mental health issues. In my opinion, I think it was schizophrenia. So like she would literally like come knock on my door, and she'll be like disheveled, or she probably won't have her clothes on. And there was other times where she would like beat on the walls. And I used to be like, well, why is she beating on the wall? So it used to get so bad. One time I had to call the police. I was like, look, I don't know what's going on with this lady or whatever. So one of the police came to me, and he was like, ma'am, I think she just has some serious mental health issues, because she said people are listening to her in the wall. And I was like, oh, okay. So that gave me the indication of what she had going on living downstairs. But realistically, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the apartment complex can't discriminate. So I was just like, oh, okay. But I had later found out that that's where they were from. And it was real interesting. It was real interesting. But yeah, a lot of people, and then the thing is, it's like, with it being 20 years ago, people that were there that were like, you know, adults, like raising children, they went through a lot. Their parents went through a lot. Their little children that they had, that they made it out. Like, it's just a lot. One of my oldest daughters, good friends, well, yeah, befriended her in high school. They were bus here from after the hurricane. They didn't know anyone. They watched. Yeah, it was just so much that went on. It was so much. It was like, and then think about like everybody being displaced. They can't go back. Um, they don't have anything to go back to, and then you just started your life from zero. And then not only that, it's like they were calling the people refugees. I was like, how were they refugees? Um, but it was just interesting because of all the times that a natural disaster that, you know, could occur, nothing of that magnitude has happened there since then. And like realistically, the design of the city, they say, is shaped like a bow. So really, who's to say what that lady said wasn't true? But they was really going in trying to make her seem like a liar. And she seen what they were trying to do, but she stood her ground. They never really spoke on it. Oh, the people, they never spoke on it. How do you put that in words? Like, it was something I was watching earlier. I don't know if it was a clip of like when they were leaving. It was something, but the dude was talking. He was like, "Oh yeah, they go, you know, a BODY right there," and it was some white. It was covered up. It was on the ground. So a lot of the people that managed and made their way out, the smells, the sight, and that was after the water. You know what I'm saying? After the water went down, was people on the roof. Like, And it don't even seem like it's been 20 years. It don't even seem like it's been that long. It don't. I feel like, another interesting thing. A lot of people have, so many really good theories about why they're um they talk about the how rich in culture that the city is. It's like one of the most one of the biggest I guess you say one of the cities that still has their heavy culture that a lot of places don't. You know what I'm saying? Culture wise, you get what I'm saying. Charlie was caskets and everything washed up, destroyed. So say, yeah, yeah. Like they literally like say if somebody they know and get out fast enough and went further up, they already had eventually come down and know what had happened to their people. Like, yeah, that's like, a lot of the theories they just talk about how like I'm gonna tell you something. One thing about the people that I follow over on TikTok that are from New Orleans, it's like a whole vibe. Like either you like them or you don't. Like it's one lady, she be tore up. She be getting tore up so bad. Yeah, it is sad. It was sad. That was sad. It was. But she is like, you can tell she's one of the people that survived that as well. But it's just like the spirit of the city. Like the people just be so they be such a vibe. Like it's another lady that I follow over there. She really cool too. They just what I'm saying? They be out there dancing and every weekend they having a good time. Like it's a celebration. It's like they carry a rich sense of culture that cannot be tarnished. Like even they couldn't even wash that away if they tried. They really couldn't. The mom has since passed, child. She could cook. Oh, I know she could. I have tasted no food through her. You know what? I think the only like a lot. I notice a lot of the people that like when they go, they get upset because they end up going places that ain't really that great. It's just like certain restaurants or whatever that's they. But that's why like it's good to like follow certain people because they'll tell you they be like, oh no, go to such and such. When you come down here, let me know you here. You know what I'm saying? They be some real people. Um and yeah, that food though. I ain't gonna lie. Some of that food I love etouffee. But the only etouffee I've had is from Copeland's. I've had it I've had the etouffee, a shrimp etouffee, and then I've had like it's a dish called shrimp ducky at Copeland's. They got some really good food. But that was when I was in Atlanta. Um Copeland's had good food. Oh my gosh. Look, I just want me a plate. I just want to fly in, give me a plate, and go to the fabric store and come back home. That's all I might need to do for my birthday. That would be nice. That's something I haven't done in a long time. I used to go every it was this what I think the warehouse I used to go to, I don't think it's there anymore. I think they had two locations and the location that's further out is the one that they doing a lot at. But that's what I used to do. I used to go, excuse me, because around that time they would have like this customer appreciation. So this specific place, this was years ago. They used to have like stretching it fabric. The place was so huge, but the fabric was only like $5 a yard. And on top of that, they had like 30% off. Baby, I used to be on 85 wide open. It's hand up 85 south for some damn fabric, girl. But I don't even know. I gotta check. They don't have a Norcross location no more, but yeah. Yeah. That's why I want some etouffee for my birthday. Yeah, I want me some Copelands. That's all I want. I don't want a lot. That's it. Like, you know what I'm just a girl out here trying to live. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be want, why don't you do no, I don't need all that. I just want, and not just any plate. Copeland's food is shit. Like Copeland's, their food be good. So matter of fact, let me see. Is they still open? Let me see if they still open. Um, oh, I want to go. Nah, hold on. I want to go to Copeland's, and then I want to go to the little daiquiri shack place that they got where you can get like all kinds of flavors of daiquiris. That's what I want. That's what I want to do for my birthday. Yep, they got one in Cumberland. Is that the one we used to go to? I don't know. Yeah, I don't need much. Oh, they got one in Cumberland and Kennesaw. That's it. I thought it was on somewhere else. Let me see if they still got the daiquiri shack because you know people be messing stuff up. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, they still do. I think we used to go to the one on Monroe Drive. No, it's what the hell is it? The Daiquiri Factory. I don't remember it being a factory, but okay. Yeah, we went to the one in Midtown. Oh, girl, cause you got to ride past. It's a club called the Bulldogs. All the boys and stuff be out there. It's called Bulldogs. I remember. Yeah, that's Midtown. Cause you got to ride through there to get there. But yeah, that's all I want. I don't need that much. I don't need that much. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? A little 1-2 stop. You know what I'm saying? Good plate, a good drink. That's it. Yeah, I just want something delicious for my birthday. Something I ain't had in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might have to give me something around here. Ain't nothing I want to do around here. I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I can tell you, it is. I'm not a big beer connoisseur. Like I ain't crazy about beer. However, it is some nice breweries. It's like literally one in walking distance from me. I wouldn't walk there, but I'm gonna tell you one thing I do notice. They don't never be sitting out them places ready to lock nobody up. No one ain't been drinking beer for 5 hours. My brother and I consider opening a daiquiri spot here. Ooh, that sounds good. After visiting one. Oh, in Fort Worth. Child. Texas something else. We asked here. Someone opened one here. It got shut down in the first weekend. Dang! You can't have nothing great. And see, that's another reason. That's why I said I don't really want to go to. It's another spot that ain't that far from me. But let me tell you something. About 2 months ago, it was a man that lost his life out in the parking lot. I think my light about to go out because it's getting real down. He lost his life in the parking lot, and then when the story came out, they was like he wasn't actually in the situation. He was trying to like calm them down or whatever, and he ended up losing his life. And it was crazy because the place is called Karma. And I was like, y'all couldn't find any other name. I knew my light was gonna go out. Just so disrespectful and rude to my guests. Where my plug at? But yeah, they it's called Karma. And I was like, why would you name anyway? And then not only is it called Karma, if it cut off, I'm just gonna let it shut off. I'll charge